It's one of the biggest untold stories of globalization. The increasing flow of immigration between China and the Middle East.
I came here with 0 friends, so I needed to start off from the beginning.
Ordinary people thrust into extraordinary circumstances.
这是对我来说，最大的一些挑战。For me, the hard time. It's very hard.
Trying to make sense of their newfound worlds.
For people who are settled down here, it's that people found another safer home than the place they used to be.
I'm sorry, it's hard when you remember about your family.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
我叫艾福彪，从中国来的，现在在埃及工作呢。今年43岁，我是2005年来埃及的。嘿，萨拉瓦雷孔。到今年已经是接近12年了。
Fubiao started working at this furniture showroom just a few months ago.
Okay, update. We will start work. We start work. We check all the furniture. You clean all the surface. Okay, we start work. Okay. السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام. ازيك يا عبد؟ ايه الاخبار؟
This China Mall.
وريني بقى عندك ايه؟ دي بكام دي؟
دي I checked. This 2300.
اوكي. هو اصل انا عايز اكتر من اوضه، مش اوضه واحده، يعني انا عايز اوض كتير اكتر من واحده.
معلش انا Arabic شويه. Okay, I will call someone help me. Okay, update. come here.
وعليكم السلام. ازيك يا سيدي؟ اخبارك ايه؟
في عندنا كذا حاجه انت ممكن تختار منها. يعني في حاجه زي كده وفي منها اشكال تانية. يعني في اوضه كامله زي دي كده بتبقى الدولاب ده
15 يوم.
中国有一句话叫干一行爱一行，这是对我来说最大的一些挑战。For me, the hard time. It's very hard.
Fubiao has been an engineer for 20 years. He now has to switch from managing machines to managing people in a foreign land.
The bed is a problem. You need one again. This one.
This one? 搞技术的话，因为是跟物打交道，比较简单。但是现在的话，每天是面对不同的客户，可能客户不同，要求也不同，所以这是可能是最大的一些挑战。
Big problem.
Okay, you speak to customer, Malish, and then repair this. Okay, you wait with the customer. If some problem, tell me.
Okay.
Okay. 我的性格比较急。可能跟埃及的生活节奏有点不太协调，这里边呢生活节奏比较缓慢。
Fubiao came to Egypt with his family to grow mushrooms over a decade ago. His farm used to sit here, in the outskirts of Cairo, overlooking the Great Pyramids of Giza. But last year, the landowners closed the farm to build a resort.
这个地方呢，我们这个蘑菇农场呢，人多的时候大概10个人左右，面积非常大。
This was the family mushroom farm just over a year ago.
我们当时养了狗，还有鸡，还有兔子。我们的小孩跟着一块玩，跟小动物玩。
我们的女儿是在这儿出生的吗？儿子的童年是在这儿长大的，看着特别凄凉嘛。 它已经变成这样了。就这个房子这影子过去那个。
对对对，旧的蘑菇农场关闭呢，对我影响非常大，因为这个农场呢，毕竟我投入了7年的时间，里边的所有的东西都是我亲手改装也好，制作也好，所以呢，当时一关闭呢，心里真非常舍不得。
The project owners promised Fubiao that they would rebuild the mushroom farm on new land.
3个月之后呢，他说还要再等一等时间，因为我不可能总在家等着，不干别的，毕竟还有家庭呢。这期间呢，正好有一个中国朋友呢邀请我到那个家具公司，到那儿临时帮忙。
He could continue his engineering career in China, but Fubiao doesn't want to leave Egypt.
现在埃及已经是我的家了，尤其是我的2个孩子，一回中国休假的话，要是哎呀，我们回家吧，回埃及的家。我想呢，继续让孩子继续在从事一种多元文化的一种教育吧。
Fubiao's 11-year-old son, Jasim, and 5-year-old daughter, Sachi, grew up in Cairo and attend an international school.
هل يمكنك كتابة باريون يا زوسين؟ أحسنت يا زوسين، أحسنت، نصفق له.
Now I speak 4 languages: Arabic, English, Chinese, and French. My friends are mostly from Egypt.
مجدين، مجدون أو مجدين. أحسنت يا زوسين.
中国有14亿人口，竞争压力非常大。我想呢，让孩子在这儿呢接受一种那个不同的文化、不同的语言，这样对他以后的发展可能更有好处。
While Fubiao's children have adapted to their new home in Egypt, an hour train ride from Shanghai in the city of Yiwu, another father of 2 is dealing with just the opposite problem.
I'm Ammar from Yemen. Right after my high school graduation, I was sent by the Yemeni government to China on scholarship. For the first year, we studied the Chinese language, which was kind of a challenge for most of us. The Chinese characters, they were looking like some kind of, architecture. It doesn't look like a language.
Ammar completed his master's in neurosurgery in China 10 years ago and has mastered the language.
Come back!
He wants his 6-year-old son, Ahmad, who was born here, to learn Chinese.
When Ahmad was only 2 years old, I sent him to the Chinese kindergarten. By that time, he could speak very well Chinese. But later on, he wanted to go back with his mom to Yemen, make a visit for 6 months, forgot everything. He just used to play with Arabic guys, Arabic friends. 你喜欢足球吗？ أحمد تعال نلعب احنا وياهم بالكرة الصينية تعال. تعال نلعب احنا وياهم تعال. They're discussing how to play with the Chinese guys or not to play with them. They just say that we don't know them, why do we play with them? تلعب معاهم انت الصينيين. Maybe once he plays with the other Chinese guys, he will be very okay with them. But he didn't try. He just give it a try. I don't want him to grow up in China and not to know any Chinese or the Chinese culture, because it's a good opportunity. People might dream about this if they are abroad.
Embracing Chinese language and culture hasn't stopped Ammar from keeping in touch with his Arabic roots.
Among around 15,000 foreigners living in Yiwu, the Arabic community is counting for 60 to 70%. We just sometimes go outside and we just greet each other like we are in the Arabic countries. for people who are settled down here, it's much more about that people found another safer home, much more steady place than the place they used to be.
Ammar works as a trader in Yiwu's famous wholesale goods market. It's the largest in the world, exporting all kinds of products across the globe. For years, Ammar has shipped goods like medical equipment to the Middle East. But in recent years, the famed market has become less busy.
Normally, there are like 60 to 70% of the customers who are coming to this Futia market are coming from the Arabic country. And because there is the war and not steady situation happening in the Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, Syria, whatever. So it did already affect even Futia market, and it did affect the business in Yiwu. I was having like 10 customers who are working with me. Right now, I have only 3 customers. So everybody got affected, actually. We're thinking about the alternative options. If things really don't work here for us in China, we might decide to leave.
In Dubai, it's the start of the day for one 21-year-old who left his native China over 10 years ago.
That's Ace. My favorite penguin is Ace, and it's because he's more tame. Those two are Mac and Misty. You see like these dots, patterns on their belly, and each one of them are actually very unique. It's pretty much like our fingerprints. So you see this one? This is Wazoo.
Johnny Chai from Shesha in China has dreamt of taking care of these Humboldt penguins since he joined the Dubai Aquarium over a year ago.
Morning, guys. Okay, quarantine.
I waited 2 months without job for them to reply me. I was like kind of like thinking like, okay, maybe there's no hope. Then I was like actually applying for another job, but thankfully, then no one else replied.
And then the show will be at 6 o'clock. My only concern is the feeding.
Maybe we can stay later. I can stay later.
Okay.
But he's not quite an animal caretaker yet. And he can't form much of an attachment to what he's currently in charge of.
This is actually a mix of cat food and corn flours, and a bit of milk powders to give them calcium. These are feeder insects, so we're trying to feed them like very highly nutritious stuff. We feed these mealworms to hedgehogs mostly, and some lizard too. Very juicy. I tasted them, they taste like chicken.
Johnny's ultimate goal is to become an ethologist, an animal behavior scientist.
Nowadays I see a lot of news about animals getting extinct. So I felt really guilty, and then I felt like I want to do something about this. My goal is kind of like move to the next grade, which will be like doing an actual husbandry care for the animals.
Johnny and his family moved to Dubai when he was 11 years old. 8 out of 10 people here are foreign-born, making it the most cosmopolitan city in the world.
My parents are doing building materials. It's a good opportunity for their business in Dubai because at that time it was still kind of like developing.
When the construction boom slowed down, his parents moved back to China, leaving Johnny and his sister behind.
It was my decision, actually. I told them I wanted to stay here because I feel like I won't fit into China anymore. I don't really feel like I'm Chinese anymore because the way how I grew up is very different than the people back there. Welcome to my home. So, this is where I live with my sister. Well, she's working right now at the moment. Yeah, so she probably will be back like in a couple of hours. When my parents left Dubai, I was pretty sad, of course. I just told myself, okay, this is the moment I have to be more independent. Because here I know that I have to fight for myself. Nobody else will help me.
Most nights when he gets home from work, Johnny studies books about animal care.
I'm mostly self-taught for the knowledge that I have right now about animals. I was actually really looking forward to get into a university. My parents just can't afford to continue my schooling, so I got dropped out. But well, it happened. I just got to deal with it, you know. I never had why my parents can't afford me to go to school, this kind of thing.
John has decided to educate himself to help land his dream job. And part of making it on his own is moving out of the apartment he shares with his older sister.
We all grown up, so I feel like maybe we both need a more private place.
But his parents back in China don't know about his plan.
My dad is like a typical Chinese mindset.
Johnny is planning on visiting his parents in China to tell them he wants to move out. But he's not sure they'll agree to him leaving the family home. Guangzhou is China's third largest city and a key center of trade with the Middle East.
Track 21, on 2, 3, 2, 1.
My name is Amar Alazami. Both of my parents are from Syria, but I was born and raised in Kuwait.
28-year-old Ammar is one of only 2 foreigners playing for the Goats, Guangzhou's amateur American football club.
I really didn't expect that there's any teams in China that actually plays football.
Well, that's the great thing about being here. After American football, I think there is nothing that you want that you cannot find in China.
Ammar moved here by himself 10 years ago to take over his family's cargo business. Today he's married with a 3-year-old son and a 3-month-old baby girl.
I came here to Guangzhou with 0 friends, so I needed to start off from the beginning. It was really difficult for me because I couldn't speak a proper English and I couldn't speak any Chinese, of course. A lot of people ask me, how did you learn Chinese? I always say, I was forced to learn it. I had to adapt. And the nice thing about the Chinese people, they are not shy to correct you. Because usually back in our country, if I find some Chinese speaking Arabic, even if his Arabic is almost non-understandable, I'll be like, I'm so proud of you, you speak such a good Arabic. But in China, they don't have this kind of thing. They're like, no, you said that word wrong. You must say it like this.
Its appearance, he's a foreigner, but we don't really feel like that way. We talk Chinese, and he understands everything we're talking about, and he can step in and talk about what he thinks about the things in Chinese.
The league has just begun, and the biggest game of the season is just around the corner. The team need more practice, but Ammar has family commitments. Ammar grew up in Kuwait, speaking Arabic. His wife Aizat is from Kazakhstan and speaks Russian. She recently started working in the family business, but they're now raising their children overseas with a mix of languages and an increasingly busy work schedule.
It's been really difficult for us to be able to be in between work and family. And I can understand, like, my wife gets really frustrated sometimes about this because we really need to spend more time with the family. So my mother-in-law just came over, and well, she's staying for a while. For now, we don't know how long yet, but she's helping with the kids, and as my wife is helping in the office, so we have the solution for now. Until, you know, we have other plans.
With my mom, I speak both Russian and Kazakh language. We mix sometimes. But with my kids, I speak only Russian language. Ammar speaks Arabic language with me. Мама, а как вы думаете, Вадеру и Аминке нужно изучать китайский язык?
Конечно, где живешь, там надо изучать языки. Язык никогда не помешает.
So they need to learn English, Russian, Arabic, and Chinese language. 4 languages, and when they'll grow older a little bit, they will learn also Kazakh.
In a few years, Amar and Aizat will have to decide which kindergarten to send their children to.
This is something that me and my wife we still cannot really agree on.
We also need to check Russian kindergarten in Guangzhou.
Not that I don't want, but we cannot make up our mind right now. We cannot decide about this right now.
Okay.
Then we'll see how it goes from there. Going to a Chinese school, it's a huge, huge help for him to understand Chinese people, to be understanding their cultures. He can feel like he belongs to somewhere. At the same time, it's very important for us that he goes to maybe Arabic or international school so he can understand our own cultures. Every single option you choose, it will have a reflect on his mentality, on his personality. It's going to be very difficult living abroad and trying to raise your kid the way that you want him to be.
In Cairo, reluctant office manager Ai Fubiao is also grappling with how to balance 2 cultures. While he waits for his mushroom farm to reopen, he's trying to adjust. He's decided to make the best of his temporary job at the furniture showroom. And that starts with learning some Arabic and trying to get on with his staff.
这本书呢是关于心理学方面的书。你如何管理员工的话，你必须要明白员工是怎么想的。你看，这也是关于埃及历史的。所以呢，如果多看看历史的话，对于那个一些了解一个民族的文化，对你那个和当地的人员的交往也是有帮助的。我也学过一些阿拉伯语，但是因为自个儿的毅力吧，或者实践方面，学的不是太多。
لا انت هنا انت كنت هنا وبعدها محمد هنا يعني
Fubiao's kids are already fluent.
يلا العب يا محمد انا الزهر
我希望以后呢，要好好学一学阿拉伯语。
Okay, I want to teach. In Arabic, I want to play. In Arabic, it means أنا أريد أن ألعب.
Okay, we speak easy. Okay, good. One, Arabic.
واحد.
Chinese. 一 二
اثنين. ثلاثة.
واحد اثنين ثلاث ثمانية تسعة 10.
Yes.
Fubiao wants to stay in Egypt so that his children can grow up in a multicultural environment.
来，给宝宝来，宝贝三字经，三字经，人之初，性本善，好吧？
But he retains a strong sense of his own culture at home.
在家里边，现在要求他每一天写一个汉字。人之初，性本善。如果你只会学英语、阿拉伯语而忘掉汉语，那你就没有任何优势。如果你既会英语又会阿拉伯语，而你汉语也非常好，那你就是你最大的优势。幼不学，老何为？玉不琢，不成器。这个呢，每3个中国汉字一句，它包括中国的历史、文化、地理、常识，包罗一些中国文化的一些最基本的东西都包括在里面。
Although Fubiao's lived in Cairo for over 12 years, he still finds it difficult to get used to some aspects of life.
有好多事情可以说呢，就是理解，但是很难接受吧。曰仁义，礼智信。背着啊，没背着，咱今天就背到这儿就得了，好吧？下来继续努力啊。比如说那个时间观念，我理解，但是让我还是不能接受，不是难受，理解但是不能接受。
已经习惯在埃及了，因为埃及的节奏比较慢嘛，中国的节奏比较太快。
你不在看 ？Hello， 你好呢？
就会几句，反正买东西什么的，有的菜的名字嘛也会说多少钱了，反正也能说上来。
Fubiao's wife Yan Li spends time with her Egyptian neighbors when her children are in school.
هاتي عليها بقيت هنا هاتي السكر
sugar OK。反正说话也就是说不太清楚，就是靠手语比划吧。
تعلمتي حاجات كتير في مصر؟ تحبي اللي هنا مصر يعني؟
اللي هنا
مريم بنت وائل طلعت لك امبارح، مريم وملك ومحمد.
أماليا.
مريم. يعني هو احنا بنتعامل برضه يعني برضه بنتعامل مع بعض يعني.
In Yiwu, struggling businessman Ammar is worried. There's less demand for his products, and it's forcing him to reconsider his life here.
I've spent here more than 19 years, so it's gonna be in some level a little bit difficult for me to leave this place, leaving China, I'm saying. But for the family, I have to do that if I would have to.
Ammar's wife Nizreen teaches science at Hassan Ahmad's international school. Here she can keep a close eye on him, especially during his weekly Chinese lessons, which he doesn't enjoy.
Every day, people tell me, we will go at the Chinese school. You will be better, you will have more friends, and you will learn more things. See, I will not go.
Nisreen has been teaching here for over a year. Back in Yemen, she ran her own dental clinic and dreams of opening one in Yiwu. She believes there's a demand for an Arabic-speaking dentist among the community here. And if she could get this job, it would help with the family finances.
Every day, my friends, they call me when you will work in hospital because they want to check their teeth, and because sometimes they feel there's difficulties when they want to communicate with the Chinese people. They didn't understand the Chinese doctor.
She's applied for a medical license in China, but she isn't sure if she'll get one.
I prefer to open a clinic, but here I just think it's much more difficult than I work as a dentist in a hospital. So we're applying for a hospital now, like to work as a dentist.
Nisreen hopes the license and a job will come in time to help with their financial difficulties, enabling them to stay in China. American football fan Ammar and his Kazakh wife Aizat run a family cargo business together in Guangzhou.
罗老板，你好，你好。罗老板，那个法拉曼天天给我打电话，对我，你那个样品是大概什么时候能给他呢？
Ammar and Aizat have to deal with suppliers and clients across the country, all of whom have different dialects and accents.
So, for example, in China, usually when they say hello to each other, they don't usually say hello. They say, did you eat your lunch or did you eat your food, right? So in Mandarin, it's like 你吃饭了吗? In Cantonese, for example, it's like sắc tô飯未? It's like, it's totally different. And I don't know if I'm saying it correctly as well. It's something really different.
Ammar's family has been in the cargo business for decades, but his real passion is designing electronic products.
This is a solar-powered lights. It's basically all-in-one kind of a solar-powered system. So there is light right now. It's off once there is nighttime, so it's lights on. It automatically works. Only when there is.
Ammar built this solar-powered light himself. He now wants to turn his passion for gadgets into a business.
Where's the jobs?
Although he can't yet leave his family company, Ammar has gone out on a limb. He's decided to work 2 jobs and pour his savings and time into a risky passion project, his own tech startup. And that's where living in China has given him a chance he wouldn't get in the Middle East. Guangzhou is a booming creative hub, serving technology, products, and ideas to the world. Ammar has launched the company with his Palestinian friend, Steve. But for now, it's part-time, working from his family business office after hours.
Our startup company, which is called Das Klughaus, it's a smart home or home automation company that enables people to control their home using their cell phone or any tablet. So when you go out and you're saying that, did I turn off the light? You can as easy just get out your phone, check it. If it's on, just turn it off.
Ammar and Steve are working on their latest product, called a smart window.
Right now, it just works on the remote control. As you can see, once you press a button, you just can see through the window. And once you press again, you cannot see anything. There's a weird voice that the transformer is making right now, and we're still checking what is it exactly. If you just do one wrong step, it can lead to burning the device that you are trying, so a little bit sensitive, you can say so. I mean, we burn things all the time.
35-year-old fashion designer Steve works on their prototypes every free minute he gets, outside of his full-time job at a clothing factory in Guangzhou.
The first, we think everything easy.
But when we start to work and we see everything here, we see everything about smart home. It's really complicated.
For our startup, currently we're just working everything on ourselves. We are investing our own money to just try to build as much as possible. I want to build a brand. I want to build something that can be known for something.
But short on investors and experience, Ammar and Steve now need to produce, market, and finance everything by themselves. And they aren't even sure if the Middle East will be interested in their products. Aspiring conservationist Johnny Chai has flown to China to visit his family and to tell them that he wants to move out on his own. But Johnny's off to a bad start. He arrived a day later than scheduled. Proving that he's responsible enough to move out of his sister's place just got a lot harder. Johnny's parents have arranged a welcome banquet with the entire family.
I probably will open up the topic during the dinner. I don't know how they are going to react. I'm just gonna see how it goes.
这个不是理由。
人大家嘛要爱聚做一起。
是，大家嘛，咱中国人就是，人我是你等你用视频等你说，咱中国人头一趟就好。
大姐啊，同意咯。
大姐同意，我唔同意啊。大姐家一个啊，啥物有法哩啊？你也阁袂晓听，你是条大波，你就陪好伊。
你大姐結婚咯，你大姐做記住呀，即係啱你記住阿堅。
That's their mindset, you know. Like all you have to do in your life is to make a family, make your kids. They want me to get married like 28. They all think the same way. Oh, it was such a mess because you don't know where to look at. Everyone's talking, like one person started something, and then after a few seconds, this person's still talking. The other one just comes in.
家己人安尼，你意思就是安尼，手一个说，你都唔连你人连倒来，你即阵都唔连倒来，你都唔是阮的人咯。啊，你倒来，我嘛是大了你。
個人生活，即個去用嘅，即個生活咯，對，就冇要緊咯。啊，你咱食頓看，你做我食頓看。
因為我本來就是做啥物代志，恁家是無贊成，然後到後壁我成功，恁才開始哈哈哈。
啊，你等你成功嘅才說。
恁都無贊成八項代志，我要怎樣甲你講啊？比如說我最開始要做交動物有關係工作，恁倒一個贊成我無啊？無一個啊？大家咧說啊，大家咧說，唔通去做項代志哦。
你倒來，我嘛是大了你，你倒來幹？
But my dad still like thinks I'm just feeding animals, like how he used to feed just chickens and rabbits in the farm, you know. So he thinks like my career is not gonna grow, like I'll never become a scientist, something like that. Yeah, he doesn't keep hope on me, no. And that's the reason why I don't really like to share stuff with him, because they're not supportive. So I feel like there's no point of sharing my stuff with them.
可能是在外面，他的思想跟我们国人好像不大一样。每个人都在一起啊，然后他就感觉说啊，他还是想自己去独立一下，自己去搬出去住嘛。但是我们这种想法就不喜欢了，就感觉说不放心。
They will think you were born Chinese. How are you not having Chinese culture in you? It's a fact because they've been carrying me to different places, and because of that reason, it made me not having any culture from any places, or maybe some sort of like a mix of everything.
former engineer turned office manager, Ai Fubiao, has decided to change his management style at the furniture showroom in Egypt.
Yes. Adama, yes. Before, you just like a leader, like a big boss. You can give other people order. You must do that. Now, more work is teamwork. You must work with a lot of people together. Carefully, okay? 有效果。对于那个时常看看心理方面的书，对于那个管理方面的还是非常有帮助的。就是中国有句话叫“活到老，学到老”，随着大家生活，会逐渐的了解会越来越多。
In Yiwu, eastern China, trader Ammar is still struggling to get his son to learn Chinese. Ahmad and his little brother Dia attend an international kindergarten in Yiwu. But Ammar and his wife Nizreen want to send their eldest to Chinese school next year. So far, their son has refused to go.
He said, I'm in China, but why do I have to learn with the Chinese kids? I might lose my Arabic friends if I go to the Chinese school. I don't know the language, so it's always about the language.
So Ammar has decided to start with the soft approach.
The way I'm trying to convince Ahmed is that he's the guy who's loved to watch some actions on TV, and Kung Fu will be the best option. So I thought that you can, connect the fighting, the action thing with the Chinese culture. So.
Ammar is planning on taking Ahmad to a Kung Fu class tomorrow, but he can't be sure his son will be as enthusiastic. Ammar is hoping martial arts will kickstart his son's enthusiasm to learn Chinese.
It was not easy to convince him to go with me. He said, it's gonna be boring. I don't understand Chinese. How would I practice? I don't understand what they say. He understands what they say. I found out that he understands very well and he's enjoying it. So I was not expecting that he will stay more than even 5 minutes inside. But right now, like more than 1 hour and he's still there. I found him listening to the coach and doing according to the orders. So how could you understand that? I was asking him. He said, I don't understand Chinese. He's still like, he doesn't want to say that he could understand. Maybe he needs some more time for that.
In episode 2 of Tale of Two Worlds, Ammar has to find alternatives to support his family.
معلش أيضا ممكن واحد يبدأ step by step شوي ممكن هذا الموضوع.
Fubiao's new job is on the line.
这是比较大局的方向，大的问题。
Ammar is officially launching his own company.
We have to finish our work by tonight. We don't have more time.
And Johnny continues to battle his family.
不愿意接受他搬出来的理由，至于说他这个理由我们不满意。